Yo, what's going on guys? Arekkz here, welcome back to another Destiny 2 Forsaken video, and in this video we are back taking a look at yet another exotic, another new one, but this time it's something a little bit more explosive. I am of course talking about the brand new exotic rocket launcher that looks like something D.Va would use in Overwatch, the two-tailed fox. This is yet another exotic that comes from your typical random sources. Exotic engrams, powerful engrams, post-match rewards, that sort of thing. So if you do want it, it's really just a case of being lucky with those drops, or, you know, wait until Zur eventually sells it one day. So until that time comes, let's take a look at it in this video, and see just what makes this weapon so special. Of course, if you do enjoy this, then a like would be super appreciated, and be sure to comment down below, and let me know, how are you guys getting on with Forsaken? Are you enjoying your time playing? Have you found anything cool? Let me know. Now, the two-tailed fox is an exotic rocket launcher. It goes in your heavy weapon slot, and before we dive into the perks, you've just got to take a moment to appreciate how crazy this thing looks. It's massive. I mean, rocket launchers typically are, but this thing especially so, and it's also bright pink and purple, so it's hardly trying to be subtle. But where things get really interesting are when you take a look at the perks. First up, your intrinsic perk is Twin Tails. This shoots 2 rockets, 1 void and 1 solar, and those 2 rockets can then track onto the same target. The tracking in certain situations can also be quite aggressive. There have been a few times where we've seen this almost track enemies around corners, so it's something that naturally has some use in PvP as well as PvE. However, to go hand in hand with the twin rockets, you have Play with Your Prey, where the 2 rockets behave differently. The void rocket suppresses enemies, meanwhile the solar rocket causes damage over time. And this is something that will naturally lend itself more to PvE, situations where perhaps your rockets don't quite kill the target in one shot, and as such, you can then suppress and burn them whilst having your team dish out additional damage. Something else really cool about this rocket launcher is that while it fires 2 rockets at a time, they only actually count for 1 heavy ammo, so it's essentially 2 for the price of 1. Now, outside of the core perks, you also have Confined Launch, which greatly increases your stability, increases your blast radius, and decreases your projectile speed. You have High Velocity Rounds to increase projectile speed and increase reload speed. And you also have Composite Stock for a slight increase to stability and a slight increase to handling speed. So all up, this is a pretty fun weapon to use. From our time testing, it's something you can certainly get value out of in both PvE and PvP. I mean, rocket launchers tend to just be somewhat good regardless. However, that being said, I would lean a little bit more towards the fun factor and less towards the must-have recommendation for this one. In PvP, the tracking is a nice feature, especially if you're lucky enough to pull off a kill, say, around a corner. Meanwhile, in PvE, the double rocket for suppress and burn is really nice when fighting stronger elites or boss-like enemies. So if you're lucky enough to get this yourself, by all means take it for a spin and have some fun with it. But if you haven't got it yet, then I wouldn't say it's the #1 priority item that you need to be chasing. But either way, that's it for the time being. That was a quick look at the two-tailed fox. Let me know if you guys have got this yourself, and if so, what do you think? And of course, keep it locked for much more Destiny 2 Forsaken content. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to check out some more awesome stuff from us here at Arekkz Gaming, then you should definitely try to catch TwoSixNine and Paradise Central streaming 6 days a week. You can find a link to the multi-stream in the description box down below. They play a wide range of games, and what's more, we also have the end game store. By watching their streams, you earn currency, and you can redeem that currency on the endgame store for really cool prizes. Those can range from things like games, comics, and figures, all the way up to controllers, capture cards, and even consoles. So definitely drop by and become part of the community. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, then make sure you're subscribed and be sure to click on that little bell icon to turn on notifications so you don't miss our next upload. You can watch more videos by clicking on the options here, but once again, thanks very much for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.